problem is, by taking the law into your own hands, you might actually be damaging the process of law, and that ultimately could lead to catastrophic conclusions.
That's very good. It is a very good point, but the trouble is with the law hasn't done anything up until this point. So society has got fed up with the fact that paedophiles are convicted, released. They're released and they're able to reoffend. When paedophiles are caught, and I take your point on board with the fact that you can get the wrong person, well, out of how many cases has that actually happened? It's only, I think, 1-2 cases that it's actually happened across the whole of the UK, with all of these groups operating. I don't defend the groups that are out there and they are doing it in a vigilante way, but I don't like the word hunter. I try not to use it. It's too hard-hitting.
What word do you use?
I'd have said online child enforcer. You know, it's something
but you're posting these videos, right, before these people have even got to a court to be judged by a judge or jury, whatever it may be. You are, in that way, potentially compromising the entire investigation.
Yeah, we do post the videos, but we post the videos for exposing them because,
but you post the videos without someone being convicted.
They don't have a conviction, so we post the videos.
So you're condemning
someone, but we're not doing anything.
And you are
becoming
condemning
judge, jury,
somebody.
and executioner, and that is the problem.
The evidence is there. They are charged. I've not had one person that's been
charged, but you know how law works. Law works to, until these people have gone through a court process and are convicted. Right, they are, under British law, innocent until proven guilty. Yes, you've provided some evidence, but surely it's incumbent on you to, at that point, when you've got the evidence, to give it to the police and let them do their work.
If we have an admission on video, so on the videos, if we have an admission from that person, there's 100% proof. Surely that has to be
coercive,
taken into account.
Coercive admission, an admission when you are intimidated. If you watch some of these videos, these are brutal encounters.
And I've no. If you've seen my group, we actually do it.
If you're going to talk about we, if you're going to talk about we as a group. As a group, then we, the paedophile hunters,
if that was
you know what, I've been doing this for years. I've been involved in the arrest of thousands. No, let me finish. I was making a point. I've been involved in the arrest of thousands of these predators. I want to see them all behind bars. You know, what the vigilante hunters prove is there's a huge frustration in the public. The police need to capitalise on that. For goodness sake, they have special constables. They've had them from 1965. They patrol our real streets. Let's get them on the virtual streets.
Let me ask you, Jim. Is the number of paedophiles increasing, or is awareness of paedophiles and capturing of paedophiles increasing?
Capturing of paedophiles is not increasing. The police will say that they're catching more. They're arresting about 400 a month. When we know there are 10,000 IP addresses in the UK downloading indecent images at any moment in time, you know, we're right. There's a problem here. But they hide behind the blanket of austerity.
He's right to question the effectiveness of the law.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to find points here of agreement here. You know, the worry here. There was a case of a guy, David Baker, 43, killed himself in October, 4 days after he was confronted by paedophile hunters and detained by Hampshire Police.
Were you there when confronting him?
I was there, but how am I responsible for his death?
I'll tell you what.
We told the police, and even the family told the police not to release him because we were worried about his welfare. CPS released him. He then did that.
Did video get put online?
There was a video online.
Right. So you put a video of this guy online, right? He then kills himself 4 days later. His family said the vigilantes acted too quickly and too fiercely without knowing enough of the case and without thinking of the repercussions.
I feel bad about it, don't get me wrong. I do. It affected me.
He may or may not have been guilty of what you believe him to be guilty of.
And the police,
but you never allowed due process to go through before you published the video.
I phoned the police after that happened. The response I got was it's an occupational hazard. For me, it's not an occupational hazard because this isn't my occupation.
What's an occupational hazard?
Who said it was an occupational hazard?
This is what I'm told by the police.
The police have in place suicide prevention strategies.
A police officer told you.
We were told it was an occupational hazard.
Told you?
Because I wanted to find out where...
Let me clarify what you got. Did you have a conversation with the police yourself?
Yes, and I was told it was...
And a policeman told you... Who was this policeman?
An occupational hazard. I'm not giving names.
A serving police officer told you that people killing themselves is an occupational hazard.
But the police... I speak to officers nearly every day, and I speak to sergeants. I've even had conversations with CID. Their hands are tied. by the people above. They cannot do anything about this. And
about what?
About paedophiles.
But they are catching paedophiles. Yeah, but they may not be catching enough of them, and they may not be getting the length of sentence.
They're not catching enough of them.
And they may not be getting the sentencing that you would like, but there's no doubt that they are doing their jobs, right?
I'm not saying they're not doing it. I support the police 100%.
Right. So why are you damaging police investigations by posting videos which can clearly compromise their court cases?
Those police investigations haven't been damaged. These people have been convicted. People are still on
remand. Not all of the people have been convicted.
I didn't say all.
And when you become involved, yeah, but when you become involved in the type of behaviour you do, Alex, I think you're well-intentioned. I think lots of people who are involved in this aren't. They hide. They're not cowboys in the Wild West.
Agree.
They're a lynch mob.
Agree.
And at the end of the day, what we've got to do is take the emotion of the vigilantes and put it to one side. What has it taught us? You don't need to be a rocket scientist to go out and catch these people.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Let's get a citizen's army.
If they still operated but provided the video to police and didn't post it online, would that be effective?
Well,
or is it the fact that they're out there at all that you have an issue with?
The fact is they're out there and they're unregulated. The police need to recruit special constables, volunteer digital detectives.
Special constables have been around for years.
They've been around since...
They've been around for years.
I agree.
Alex,
why haven't you recruited them?
Alex, here's the fact. The fact is, if you gave your videos to the police and that led to convictions of these people, you would be showered in praise and you would be applauded by everybody, right? My concern about this is you interfering with the court process and the legal process once these guys are apprehended. By posting videos online, that is going against every part of British law.
But it's not, because I've not been called up and I've not been arrested myself, so I'm not doing anything illegal.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty. I can understand that. However, there's
Do you understand that,
everybody thinks about paedophile. What about the actual potential children?
No, Alex, everyone agrees with you about the victims, right? It's not about that. No. But do you understand the principle of innocent till proven guilty in a court of law?
Of course I understand
and
that.
And yet
principle.
your behaviour, I'm afraid, laudable though it may seem to people, interferes with that process.
I mean, with
it's
my
actually
particular group,
counterintuitive to the principle
that's why I'm here
innocent till proven guilty.
That's why I'm here today.
You're finding them guilty, you're posting incriminating videos to damn, expose and shame them before they've ever been convicted. And that is where I have a real problem with what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I take that on board, Piers. You know, I do take that on board. But the way my group operate, and that's why I'm here today, we aren't vigilantes. If you give me the definition of a vigilante, they hand out their own justice. I don't hand out justice.
But you are, though.
I don't shout.
No,
how am
Alex,
I handing justice out?
This is where you're being naive or deliberately naive, right? You are handing out your own justice. By posting videos, you are convicting and exposing and shaming these people. My argument is, give your evidence to the police, be part of the legal process, and I'm sure the police will be the first to thank you.
Simon Bailey or Jim, come and talk to me. We will be part of the legal process, but your hands, the police's hands are tied.
And I'm not saying that the police should use existing vigilante groups. I'm saying special constables have existed since 1965. There's an arrogance in policing. Hang on a second. There's an arrogance in policing that no one can do this but the police. Vigilantes have proven that's not true.